on earth's gone wrong with Scotty Wharton? Is he our Achilles heel? We'll talk about that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video today. We take a look at Scotty Wharton, of course, and see if he's the weakness in our starting 11. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. If you're new, where you in, smash your subscribe. You want to subscribe for Blackburn Rovers, Championship football, whoa, football. We're going to all here under one Rooski. That's right, Scotty Wharton may have a fancy pants younger brother named Adam, but of course, Scotty has been in the Rovers squad for a few years now, and of course, maybe some cracks are starting to show in his performances of late. What am I talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a second. Big shout out to the members and the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash that subscribe and smash that like button. We're trying to get 30 likes, guys. Can we get 30 likes? That's down to you. Need your help. Let's get the channel moving in the right direction. And of course, hopefully you could do just that. But anyway, we've got the boys together to talk about Scotty Wharton, but also the impact of some other new faces to the Blackburn Rovers. Scott Wharton.
Scott Wharton. Similar hairstyle to Jacob, did you say?
Yeah, well, Jacob's got his own opinion about Scotty. So we'll probably hear that in a minute.
Oh,
Holmesy,
he's the worst player in his family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. His other brother, Annie. He's got another brother who's not done.
Does he?
Yeah, his grandma's pretty shit. To be fair, his grandma. She's horrendous. She came straight out of a coffee morning, straight into that. Actually, she was better than Scott. You know,
fun fact, my grandma actually knows their grandparents, and they always chat all the time. So it's funny you should say that about his grandma, because my grandma chat all the time. So
well, it's a sign of the age, isn't it? Because it's actually my mum knows his mum pretty well.
There you go.
And they speak in the coffee morning. So whilst I said that in jest, it was actually a bit of truth in all of that. So, but it's just ironic that you say your grandma and I say my mum, but that's the age. Introduce your dog first, Holmesy, because
sorry, this is little Ellie.
ED.
Cute little labradoodle, toy labradoodle, newest Blackburn Rovers supporter.
Yeah,
and she's coming to. I'm not in bed yet.
We're getting there.
It is like almost 10 here in South Africa. But yeah, let's get on to Scotty Wharton. I think there's always been a lot of passion in Scott Wharton. He's Blackburn through and through. I don't quite know if he's ever fulfilled his potential. Had a couple of injuries, and I don't think he's come back from them as strongly as he would have liked, we would have liked. I think we still got a hole in the back four from the loss of Hyam. I don't think he's managed to fill it, but listen, there's a good footballer in there. There's a good centre back, so I hope he comes right. But haven't been as impressed as I would have liked with him this season so far.
Well, I guess you want my opinion, Dirk, so I'll give it. I think unfortunately, I agree with Holmesy. He's Rovers through and through. There's no reason he had the armbands for Southampton. I have no problem with that. He's a leader and he'll leave everything on that pitch, but I just don't think he's got the quality. I was watching that Coventry game with Ian. Obviously, Coventry are a brilliant side, but we're just making so many silly mistakes that game. And he does have a mistake in his locker. And another thing, and it got said the other day, he can't pass a bloody ball, which is a stark contrast to his brother. So I don't know what happened there, but he struggles with that side of the game. He's quite one dimensional. I think obviously that's why under John Darley just didn't get in the team at all, because he doesn't have that in his locker. It's very hard for someone to come in and fill that Dom Hyam sized hall when Hyam played every single minute last season. But obviously that's not going to be Scott Wharton. He's inevitably going to get injured this year. I think we're all waiting for that. And obviously when that happens, it'll be interesting to see what does happen, because at the minute we've got three centre-halves right now. We're waiting for Carter to come back. But when two of your centre-halves are so injury-prone, it's quite worrying for the season.
would you give
Yeah.
Iridian a chance if he comes back? Because I remember people raving about him when he was like Crew, like how good he was, and then he's just not
Been
really
good at Doncaster, apparently. Yeah.
So I'm like, there's a cheap alternative there. If fingers crossed it comes good, but is he going to be given a chance? It's one of them, isn't it?
I think it depends where we are in January, doesn't it? If Carter and Wharton are out, then we might have no choice but to recall him. I wouldn't mind it. Apparently, he's been quite good at Doncaster. But then the other side of things is, do you leave him there when he's doing well? You don't want to unsettle him and chuck him into the deep end. To be honest, I think we do need to definitely buy another centre half in January, no matter what. I think you've got Miller playing centre half, who I'm not convinced at centre half. I'll be honest. And
What
yeah,
about
so I
back
think we
three?
need another. You are
What
sorry?
about what about Miller as a back three? Are you happy with that? You miserable git.
Whoa, Johnson.
Well, he's going to slag off Lewis Miller, who I was going to say is super impressive. But
Yeah, I
I'm
love
only
Lewis Miller.
I'm only
I
joking. But are you? No, I'm genuinely interested in your opinion. I agree with Scott Wharton. I think he's full blooded. He's blue and white. His distribution's horrendous, isn't it? He
Mhm.
tries to do the right thing. God loves a trier, and this is why we love him. But I think his name and his reputation and his brother goes before him. So I think instantly opposition championship players try to put a bit of pressure on him. But anyway, where were we? Lewis Miller. Dirk, am I jumping the gun? Is he up next or?
No, that was
No,
it. But I
no.
like Lewis Miller. I like the soccer room.
I do. So go on, Jacob, mate. Go on.
No, I don't know with Miller. I think I think in the back three it probably does accommodate him a bit more, but I think in Southampton in particular, I know there was people waxing lyricals about him online afterwards, but in my opinion, I thought he was a bit rash at times. I thought he was jumping into too many tackles. There was one point where he dived in and he just got completely skinned by the player. Um,
He will do. He will do. You've got to accept that. But I think for all the couple of things that he does wrong, he does 8 things right. I think is kind of the
well,
polar
I
opposite
tell you
sometimes.
one thing he doesn't do right, Johnsy, is a bloody long throw in. I mean, we need to stop with those. I
That's
mean,
detail. That's
I,
detail, Jacob. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that, mate. That'll come. One step at a time.
Yeah.
no, I don't know
One
how
thing-
many long throw-ins he's done now, but they don't they don't beat the first man every time. We just need to give up, in my opinion, with that.
Warnock one. Denev score one. Well, in the cup. Hey,
No,
I
didn't
think
see that.
causing chaos in the box is never a bad thing. I know we haven't scored from it, but we haven't. But no, with Miller, I would agree with he goes in challenges a little bit too happy. There's a few
He's
times
a
I've gone,
loose cannon. A loose
yeah,
cannon is
but I'm
how
like,
I would
one
describe
day it's gonna give away a penalty, and you'll be like,
He's already
"Ha-
out given one of them as well, by the
it.
way.
Yeah, we have.
yeah, he has also given one of them, but like, there's what was it? What game was it? Where he took someone out and the ref didn't give it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be one where he's gonna
Yeah,
do it. You're gonna be like how
yeah.
many chances now? But other than that, other than the potential of him giving away silly penalties, I'm quite happy with him.
I think there's a,
Other than the fact he's a liability, he's fine.
I think there's a player in there.
Are all the players a little bit of a liability? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think
I
we'll
think
get
he's
the
more of
better
a
out of
right
him.
back for
He
me.
is. No, I like him, and work in progress. He'll be
I'm
a diamond eventually.
Yeah, and Dirk, are you that is it Henriksen or somebody like that? Does he feature on this on
No,
these?
no,
No,
no.
okay.
We're moving on
Can,
because I don't want to
can,
do all of them. We'll save the
can we,
next for the
no,
next.
but can we just have a quick discussion because I'm here to Blackburn Rovers thieves first. I'm happy to be still corrected because honestly, I saw Henriksen as a headless chicken against Bradford City.
Mhm.
I mean, if that was a standard. I mean, to be fair, Bradford City are flying and fair play to them and good luck to them. But honestly, I could not see how Henriksen could ever make this first team. But I've been quietly impressed with the guy. Maybe that's just managing expectations, but when he's come on, yeah, or even when he started the other week, I was like, yeah, I quite like this guy. Yeah. So no, listen, I'm going to stand corrected, and I would do if Gay was starting, a lot of
Oh,
these games as well. No, that wasn't a dig. That wasn't a dig. We'll move
no,
on.
I agree with you, John. That's
Yeah, but no, I'm throwing it out there. To say I'm happy to be stood corrected because Henriksen, I would have said a few weeks ago, as long as my arsehole points down, he will not make a Blackburn Rovers player. But he's proven me wrong. So fair
Well,
play to the guy.
We've not seen the best out of him yet either. I think he hasn't
No,
shown
exactly
his
that, and that's the exciting bit.
up. Appreciate that, guys, and appreciate your loving as well on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like on your way out, of course, as we look forward to a busy week of matches for Rovers. It's, of course, getting closer to that all-important 150th anniversary game and, of course, international break and all that kind of jazz, but a very, very busy few days ahead. So make sure you subscribe, smash the like wherever you are in the world, of course, and I look forward to seeing you. Whenever you return, we're done.